So let's talk about a wood chip. So maybe that's not the best term, but let's say where the wood chips out for mainly one reason. So in this case, we have this cool pattern here. Kind of goes around. We have a little burnt area, but I can avoid that because the other side is okay. Or I can sand it out. In this case, I might sand it out on the table sander. But we have this little area right here. So what it is, the grain's going around. It's like a knot almost, only it's solid. And the planer, when it comes across, because of the way the wood is flowing, it took a little chip of wood out. And it's deep enough. It's about 30 seconds of an inch deep, approaching an eighth. So I could run it through the planer again, but it'd probably do the same thing because of the way the grain is going like this. So on one side it's going to plane it, but then when it hits that center, it's going to pull it out. So this is where you have to decide, do I want to cut this board off here, throw away that? Or do I like this pattern enough that I'm going to work with it, keep it, and maybe hand sand this down just a little bit, just to take off the, just sand it down so it's, it feels smoother, but yet there's still a dip. And you can kind of feel that here too, so maybe a little sanding right here to kind of soften that. But it's doing the same thing here. It's pulling out some of the wood. And even if you have your blades really super sharp, it can do this. The duller they are, the more likely it will be to do this. But, so that's the trade-off. It's not going to be perfect, but do you want to sacrifice the beauty of this to make sure everything is perfectly flat and smooth? And for me, the answer is no. This character is more important than having this totally 100% flat. Sure, maybe I could fill it in, but that's just for what I'm doing, that's not going to work, and I don't want to do that. Okay, so these are the things you need to decide. And when you're building for yourself, you can decide it because you're the one that's going to see it. You're the one who knows it's there, and you can make that decision. And once you make that decision, you're good with it. The problem is if you're building for somebody else, that is a huge dilemma for me, and hence why I really do not build stuff for other people anymore, because of those decisions are just hard to make, and I make them based on what I would do, and then that does not necessarily equate to what they see as quality woodworking. So that's just my little 2 cents. I will take character over perfection every day, pretty much. I mean, I want things to be nice, but if it sacrifices the character of the material, then no. I want the character. I love the character. Okay, just my little 2 cents. Let's get on to adding eased edge to these pieces so we can move on with our project.